I was like, he probably is.
What are you trying to say, bro?
Athena banned out is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, that's right. You better cover. Sylvanas gets taken out by enemy esports there, making sure Jeff Hindla doesn't get that. Jeff Hindla, if you're listening.
Yes. Sorry,
just remember.
I'm talking about that last one.
Oh, yeah, Giannis. I figured.
Jeff,
if you were listening, you were my player of the game, birthday boy.
Happy birthday, Jeff Hindla.
Isis gets taken out, making sure that, well, Jerby can't get Isis and go into the mid lane, and now Geb will be acquired here.
This is interesting, right? The bans were very similar. Actually, I think they might have been the same outside of the Giannis ban.
Yep.
Last time it was Geb. So enemy knows that those are the 3 gods that Cloud9 were prioritizing. They banned 2 of them, and since Cloud9's first pick, they were able to pick up the last one. And something to note here is they're on the same sides. A lot of teams favor Chaos due to mid lane being closer, but Cloud9 electing to go Order both times.
So Geb has been secured across the way. Shablanque and Hunbats. Now, Hunbats is amazing early on. He's amazing in team fights, period. Shablanque, though, he's one of these gods that kind of take a little bit longer to come online. I mean, his passive is he's got to get 6 kills to get additional damage, right? That doesn't come very early on.
I want to see Bacchus here.
Oh, no. A Wheelix on Andinster.
They're trying the Wombo combo.
Oh, no, dude. Oh, man. I don't think I've ever seen him on there. Have you?
He plays it in ranked all the time. So he is very. This is
no, but I'm saying in SPL.
He might have played it once, but he is very
I'm
good
excited
on
for
this god. I want to see Bacchus though for enemy here. I want them to see the Shablanque Bacchus combo, and honestly, I want to see a Scylla as well. Or okay, Bellona's up. I forgot.
Bellona adds circles.
Yes.
So you got Fear No Evil as well as Eagle's Rally, which is going to give Shablanque enough time to kind of get into the team fights, throw his poison darts out, and really just auto-attack someone down. Now, the problem is, when they full commit on these team fights, once Cloud9 kind of have beads online, Medusa and Gab are going to be able to turn that team fight around pretty quickly.
Very quickly. But Cloud9 mainly, I think, are looking for the early fights. They want the Geb knockup, the Geb Blink knockup into a Wheelix pool. That is what they're prioritizing. And Barracuda is just very comfortable on Medusa because he knows he can control a lane with it.
Who isn't Barracuda comfortable with? Riddle me that, Kevin.
Ra? Is he Ra?
I don't know. Barracuda's been playing for forever.
He probably has a really good Ra.
He's probably like not comfortable on like Ratatasker. Right? And like Apwash, maybe. But even still.
I mean, I could say an unreleased god, but I mean, I might get in trouble.
Oh. Man, you're so cool.
I am. Thank you. Finally, someone.
Cloud9 looking for it. They are looking for their mid. That's going to be Agni on MLC Stealth. And now we're looking for the solo laner here. Could be Hercules, as Omega always loves.
It's going to be a front line. Bracket's available as well. But Hades, okay.
Hades, boys. So, Hades in the lane means instant control early on. Kevin.
Last pick coming through. So we have Hunbats and Bellona. It's going to be Sun Wukong support.
Yeah. Okay, so Bellona going into the Hades. Now, Bellona, although she is strong early on, are we going to see an invade come out? We probably should, right?
Against a Hades? See, neither team really has a strong invade. I think they're going to both play it safe and passive. But the main thing here is Bellona's going to have a very hard time dealing with this Hades. He's going to
have full clear at level 3.
She has to sit in the wave, and if she's sitting in the wave, Hades is not only going to clear, but also damage the Bellona out.
Yeah, Hades' auto attacks apply Blight, and then once he goes in, his abilities do, well, extra things, right? In the simplest term possible. And so it will be difficult, but we are in game here. It is underway. Andinster will be rocking the Awelix. This is my player of the game to watch here. This is the one.
Player of the game? The game hasn't even finished.
This is my player to watch.
Okay.
Player of the game to watch. The sentence sucked, but it happens. I hate you.
Starting build.
You're supposed to have my back.
It is Transcendence for both hunters. Vetty, I'm going to be picking that up. Same with Barracuda. Stealth dashing into the wall for flavor. So actually, I do want to talk. This is something that's completely, not important right now. But most gods will not level up an ability at the start. Can we take a look at Jeff Hindla and Barracuda here? Yeah, hasn't leveled up ability. Take a look at Barracuda, hasn't leveled up an ability because you don't know what you want. Agni is one of the few gods in the game where dash is the best ability in every single instance. It's going to do more damage than Flame Wave. If players are stuck in there, it's going to be an escape and it's going to be an aggressive dash.
Yeah. Well, so here's my question, right? So Xbalanque starts off with this Transcendence, but is that the right call? Would it have been better for him to go Devo Gloves because he's not going to win that trade with Medusa early on when she hits her power spike?
The idea of this is he's going to be spamming his branching bullets. It's going to be activated for most of the time, and it's going to help his clear out. Sitting there auto-attacking and having branching bullets activated, because most of the time you can't always have that ability activated. The mana cost is too high, but with Transcendence, it allows him to use it more efficiently.
Omega going to go ahead and bring this one out here as the ranged auto attacks of Hades will start crushing through the blue buff here, and now Annister will go ahead and clear this one up, and they will head into the lane a little bit later behind enemy, but they won't lose any creeps.
I mean, they were facing double hog. There's no way they're
never going to be
clear with Hades, and we're going to see Flying or Nah rotate early. It's going to be interesting to see if he's going to like to steal some camps, but actually Jerby soloing his own back harpies, and Cloud9 actually recognizes that. They actually ping it out. You actually saw that ping on the minimap there real quick.
Well, that's because we're seeing Flying or Not. He ran right over a ward as well. And
he actually, interesting enough, it looks like he was clearing out the wave before Jerby got back.
Yeah,
so
he didn't hold the wave, so Jerby kind of missed out on at least a couple bits of experience there.
Oh, no, it was there.
Okay.
My mistake.
Well, Jerby will go ahead and clear through one, get that wave tagged up, and now they will look to go into the back camps. And Stealth and Annister using the third-person cam to use the walls to their advantage to really just see where they're going. It's the little things in life. There's nothing bigger.
They're going to do a ton of feather step chunks. I mean, it's an enhanced fire auto attack chain. So you see he got the 2 auto attacks off, feather steps over, meaning it does double the damage, and now Stealth is just going to block Flying or Not off. He's just taking so much poke. He needs to be careful. He could die here. Just barely jumps out. This is actually a win because they have a Raw. He's going to be able to heal up.
Oh, they baited it. They're going in on Flying or Not. Feather step around. Stealth clears that one up. The stun on Jerby. He's out of mana, but there's not going to be a follow-up. First Blood going to Cloud9. The footsies in the jungle.
Stop.
Sometimes you always got to take the safe route. Why?
Because Brandon is influencing you.
I like footsies, though.
Stealth. Are they? Oh, okay. I almost thought they were going to look for that kill.
Do you have a personal vendetta against DM?
No, actually, I love Brandon. I gotta come out with the jokes though. It's like,
oh my God, we didn't even touch on this. Tier 1 of Book of Thoth started off for Hades, which means Omega didn't have any potions to start off with here. A very aggressive start from him.
I talked about it earlier, right? There's no way the Bologna is going to out-clear Omega or have any kill potential on him unless Omega clearly messes up. And you can see that. He's full health, he's full mana, and he has no chance of dying.
He's got a lot of sustain in his kit.
A ton of sustain.
And he's super safe anyways. I mean, worst comes to worst, she shield bashes into him, but 5 seconds here as the mid-harpies will be coming up. And Geb, one of the best at securing the mid-harpies, well, because he can just knock it up and then hand it, and it works every time at 3 minutes.
Yep. Left camps taken by Cloud9. Enemy going to secure right camps. Cloud9 might want to fight, but Jeff Henla's not 5. They're not going to be able to.
Chris Pocket.
He's 5 now. They want to knock up a Wheel Assault.
Yeah.
They really want one. They want to get it on Jerby, too, someone who can't escape out. Yep. Actually, Jerby has beads. I love this pickup. Jerby bought an early beads
that's a good job by
to make sure he can't get comboed.
Now, the one struggle that... Oh, the pull is going to happen right into Chris Pocket. It was good. He's going to go into the Sun Wukong ult. The decoy will drop down. They'll clean that one up, and they force the ultimate out of Chris Pocket. Now, the one thing we have to say about Sun Wukong is he's not going to bring nearly as much to a team fight as Geb's going to. He's only got one form of CC. And it's a single target stun.
He's more about the early game because of how high damage he has in his kit. That's why we see him playing in the solo as a warrior, because he has so much damage. Enemy is taking an early Gold Fury. Cloud9 has no idea. Look at it. They're stuck in mid. They're clearing wave.
This is beautiful.
This is genius coming out from Enemy Esports.
They got this. And the hands come down. Enemy gets it. As now Flying or Not will run away. Xbalanque ultimate triggered. And now Barracuda trying to get a pick, but VDM with a beautiful ultimate there will stop that engagement from happening. Great job from Enemy Esports. We'll take a look at the charts here and see the deviation, and bam, 400 gold.
Cloud9 with their first blood and just out farming, were able to take about 1,000 gold lead. This now they completely negated, and Enemy has taken the lead. It's not a huge lead, but it's a start.
This is how you know Cloud9 is the best team right now, is because they lose the Gold Fury. They go, okay, guys, we're going to hit the timers. We're stealing away the speed buff. We're not worried about the blue. We can get that some other time. And now Annenster will grab all of this experience as Jeff Henla will just sit at the mid-Harpies and recall.
I'm surprised they didn't take the blue away from Awesome to the max as well, but playing it safe, they didn't have wards. They didn't know where enemy was on the map.
They had no vision.
At all.
Yeah, and knowledge is power. Everyone
Actually, I looked up a stat. This may not apply to last week, but the week before, over 66% of Cloud9 wards were between two players. Barracuda
Barra the God?
and Jeff. 66% of Cloud9's wards out of their duo lane.
The Barra sex lane, OP?
It's OP.
Yeah, clearly.
All the vision.
Book of Thoth finished out here for
Already.
Omega.
5 minutes.
He's got 9 stacks on it as well. He is just trying to assert the dominance as fast as possible. This is a much different build than what we're used to seeing.
He's an easy gank, but at the same time, as long as he plays defensive, he doesn't have to worry about it too much. Flying and all recognizes that he's an easy gank. There's his entire kit. His dash is out, but he's already at tower line. Omega is not going to get too cocky here. He even, look, based on where he's looking, he knows Flying's there.
Oh, yeah. He is no fool to the gank that Flying or Not is going to try to pull. And he's going to stay in the back. He sees the Sacred Monkey get tossed out, and right now he's telling his team, hey, Unbatch is over here by me. I'm not worried about it. I'm still safe. I'm going to push this wave. And now you can see as the rotation has come out for mid-Harpies here at 6 minutes, Enemy Esports dumping a bunch into it. They will get it, and Annenster was able to knock up.
I thought he was going to ult there.
I thought he was, too. Does it reach that far?
Yes.
It's like, what, 70 units?
That surprised us yesterday as well. Barracuda getting a little out-traded in the duo lane. He's now on even stance. Stealth taking a ton of poke, too.
Ooh! Here it is. Flying or Not, forced to jump. Shablanque ultimate will slow things down. Jeff Henla will get stunned by it. Annenster will push forward. And now they know that's down. They will look to re-engage another time.
Yeah, beads forced out for Flying or Not. Those are rank 1 beads as well, so he's going to be susceptible to all the CC that Cloud9 has for the next 3 minutes. He needs to be pretty careful here.
Yeah, that also means that he's not going to be looking to get level 2 beads anytime soon.
No.
Because it's a waste of money to go into it. Auto attacks hitting Awesome to the max is Omega with a level advantage here.
Not the gold lead, though. This lane's pretty even.
Well, actually, no, it is even. I thought he was closer to level 11 than not. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of expected, I guess. We haven't really seen any big grouping here, but Enemy Esports was able to get the first Gold Fury.
No boots on Omega. Flying or Not is going to try for a second time.
Oh, there's the kit.
Only dashes available. Are they going to chase this? They elect not to.
And look at this. He turns around. He has no beads. They could throw out Fear No Evil and force him back, but they're just like, it's Omega.
Omega's positioning, to be fair, has been fantastic in this solo lane. We haven't really seen him cross that halfway mark in the lane if he knows that Flying or Not is somewhere else.
Yeah.
Unless he knows Flying or Not is somewhere else on the map.
I knew what you meant, baby girl.
Words, they're hard.
Acid Spray will go ahead and push this one up as Barracuda has control over the lane. And now, speaking of Omega getting past the halfway mark, he has the tower at half health and dropping rapidly. He will now elect to just push back and see Awesome to the max, who comes back with the heavy hammer, which will be going into the Frostbound. And it's sees and pulls him back. The chain stun is there. Flying or Not goes down. Jerby just off the mark with the ultimate. The Geb shield was beautiful. Chris Pocket forced into his ult a little bit early, but nonetheless, they're going to send it out there trying to get a kill here, but it's not going to do too much. Annenster will live.
$100 says Flying or Not forgot that a Wheelix can pull jumps. Because you start to see these combos where she's not pulling your jump, she's pulling off of the Geb knockup, and it just completely goes out of your mind. It doesn't matter if you're the best player in the world or if you just started 2 days ago. That is something that is crucial to remember, that a Wheelix is going to pull your jump as well.
Yeah. CDR boots here coming out for MLC Stealth, electing to go with, I guess, the more bomb approach is really how I'd like to classify it with Agni. You know, some guys, when we see CDR boots, we're like, oh yeah, this is utility. This is just, he wants more bombs.
Yep. Instead of and that's the thing, right? He can stack up to 3, and Stealth is using them to poke. So every time he has 3, he makes sure he uses 1 to poke, so he's always got the third one ticking again.
That was stolen. Jerby with an amazing job there. He hits his ult on 2, and now Annenster will a Wheelix jump out of this one. as Omega will get disarmed, but Jerby stealing away those mid-harpies with a huge raw beam. Good job.
Yeah.
All around.
Enemy has been
Well
staying
played.
even. They've got they're behind in gold, but even with Gold Fury, they've clearly been getting outfarmed by about 2,000, considering they're behind even with Gold Fury.
Yeah.
But they are trying to get to the late game. Ananster DCing here. We'll see a quick pause come out in a second. I'm just trying to think if they're going to be stronger when they come to late game. It's really going to come down to Vedium. It's going to be crucial for him to stay even with Barracuda. He can't fall the 2K behind that he did last time. He's going to have to carry it out for them.
The problem is that the mid game is going to get very, very ugly. That's when Cloud9 is just going to be like, I dare you.
I mean, we already saw how fast Flying or Not died there. Enemy, though.
The Dream! Cataclysm comes in. Jeff Hindley hits the knock-up. Agni bombs are good. Cloud9 steals it away. Flying or Not jumps out. MLC Stealth looking for the kill there. And he's not going to be able to get it. Dash. Well, it's up, but he's not going to aggress.
He doesn't know that Flying or
He
Not's
has
just
no
around
idea.
that corner. Yeah.
That's the spectator curse right there.
Enemy trying to take advantage of Ananster DCing there, but it just... Cloud9 knew exactly what they were going to do when they came back into the game.
Awesome to the max, avoiding the damage of MLC Stealth. Great job there from him.
Bright Tower's going to fall.
Oh, yeah. Omega's got it shoved all the way up, man.
Man, that is just unfortunate for Enemy. Trying to sneak a second Gold Fury this time, but they lose a kill, and then they lose the Gold Fury in response. Now it's going to start to get rough for them.
Now, this changes the entire dynamic of the game as soon as this tower falls with Hades. Now you're going to expect him to be everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, he still has to be careful of his lane, but normally we're seeing teleport Hades or hog Hades come out. Omega has 2 active slots available and has made it through 11 minutes with Bukatoth, Max Stack, Boots, and now he's starting Breastplate of Valor.
Well,
this should not happen.
Well, look, don't get it twisted here. He is the highest player here with gold. Period. He's got no kills. He hasn't been involved in anything. This is just efficiency from him. He has dominated this lane. Like, in his own regards, right? I mean, everyone else is involved in kills and assists, and he's still beating all of them. First player to hit 7,000.
I completely agree. Cloud9, even with their lead, they're playing a little bit slower than last game. They're not rushing into the enemy's buffs and trying to be hyper aggressive. They didn't get that strong early lead like they had last time.
For sure. Agni will go ahead and clear as that'll be Geb pushing up a bit.
The combo.
And it starts rotating in. The knock-up hit. They suck in the monkey. Beads forced out. Away he goes as now Shablanque ultimate hits. Fear no evil's good. Chris Pocket now running away as he will avoid.
Barracuda is behind them. They have no idea. Vedium might spot it out, but Enemy's in a ton of trouble in this fight.
Nope. Barracuda, he's got to be careful. Lacerate out of that one, avoiding the poison darts. Bombs drop. They're going in. Omega's in the heart of it all. He's got his ultimate going down, forcing Chris Pocket into his ultimate. And now he will be able to get a kill. Chris Pocket in a 1-on-4 stealth targeting the tower. This is all Cloud9.
That was a decoy. Yeah.
Oh. Well.
Chris Pocket, though. There's the real Chris Pocket in a 1v4.
It got me pretty good,
well.
huh?
I was confused. I was like, what is he doing? Oh, yeah, it's decoy. I was confused, too. I can't lie. Cloud9, though.
Hey, it's not my fault the animation team is good at what they do.
They take 2 kills. Vedium getting, or MLC Stealth getting very low. But here's Ananster coming in the back.
Wow! Erased, bro. 7-0, 13 minutes, Tier 2 tower. And this is what we see out of Titan in Europe. This is what we've been seeing out of Cloud9. You get 2 or 3 kills, you get a Tier 2 instantly. You just take everything you can. Before it was, all right, let's just go ahead and grab all the jungle. Now we're realizing, well, Tier 2 tower, it gives a lot of gold. We got to get it.
It's just like you said about Omega. Efficiency coming out from the entire team there. Jerby, a little, I think, a frustration ult, tried to snipe Barracuda, who's 3 levels above him and full health.
Oof. MLC Stealth being able to clear out the jungle camps there. And now I imagine he will be going into a Spear Magus next. No. Going full CDR here for Agni.
You don't see this too often.
Not often at all.
Normally you want the damage on Agni, but it seems like they're doing enough damage. And I think one important thing here is the fact that Omega is so big. They have the other magical... Typically,
That's fair.
all your magical damage, or a majority of it, is on the mid laner, and then it's supplemented by your support. But this time, with Omega, with how far ahead he is, the fact that he's going that damage build, he has Book of Thoth, he can rely on that damage and really be more of a setup god with all those bombs and stuns.
It's also because, well, everyone's running double hunters. And the only person who normally has any magical power is your mid lane.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. And when you run Hades in the solo lane and you're able to pull out a kill, well, you can see just how disgusting it can be.
Vedium's in trouble. They're going to walk right over that ward, but it may be too late. Can they hit the knock-up? Just off the mark? But they forced out Darkest of Nights for
which is huge,
nothing.
Which is really, really big. As now they will take the jungle. And Jeff Hindley saying, okay, Chris Pocket, bring it on, bro. He does have his ultimate there, so he doesn't have to worry about too much. Master's Will comes out, hitting the slash on him, but Barracuda now will just go ahead and push this wave. They want this tier 1.
Omega's rotated over as well. They're going to put a lot into Annenster, but he's just going to take a Geb shield. Now Chris Pocket's ult is down as well.
Yep, that's big. Gold Fury has come back, and now Chris Pocket will get healed up here, and it really just seems like the CC is just not there for enemy esports. They have a hard time handling Cloud9 in these team fights.
And they have a lot of control, but we haven't really seen an aggressive Fear No Evil yet. Speaking of aggressive, Omega going to dash in.
Well, Chris Pocket in the thick of it. Fear No Evil right in the middle. VDM gets one. Barracuda with a bigger ultimate. And now Jeff Hindley gets a kill. We see Hades, VDM, one auto attack away. And who's going to get it? It's Omega. He says, give me the double kill, baby.
That looked like a perfect fight. Not a perfect fight, but a good fight.
It was definitely a fight.
Jerby hits 2 with a huge snipe, but it was that Pillar of Agony and the Stone Gaze coming out. That huge combination of ults from Cloud9. And that's the thing. Cloud9 is perfect at synergizing their big ultimates. That's why they're known as one of, if not the best team fighting team in North America. Team fighting team. That works.
I gotcha. I know, dude. Words are not our friends right now. Shield of the Underworld was activated in that team fight as well. So Hades jumps into the middle of all of it. Omega's just sitting there spam taunting at that point as he presses his Shield of the Underworld and just reflecting the damage. A Mail of Renewal was built on him. Yes? Yes?
What? I mean, he has Mail of Renewal. It works when you get kills, but typically you don't see it. It has 10% CDR. It has a good amount of physical protection, and he's going to be almost max if that's going to be a breastplate, which it likely is on his second item. But, okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Omega. It used to be actually the MLC Stealth of Renewal because he used to play it on John Mid.
Oh, really?
So Cloud9 really the only team to ever run this item. Enemies trying to sneak this, but...
I don't know if you can really sneak this. Annenster's here.
They have to try something
crazy. The knockup comes in. He's got a one-on-one somehow when he's going at the whole team. Barracuda with a beautiful ultimate. The acid spray hitting 3. He jumps out. Omega comes in. Omega and Stealth are able to take out 2 already. Flying on R gets himself a kill, but it's not worth at this point. Annenster still pushing forward. He's looking for it. Awesome to the max. Will pay with his life. And Omega is just saying, well, I guess I'll go against 3, and this is what he's known for. Look at him.
3 for 1 in favor of Cloud9, and Omega is just going to bully 3 under the tower. I thought the rest of them would go for Fire Giant, but no, Omega's actually going to be aggressive. Jeremy taking a ton of damage. Jeff trying to find and return kill, but won't be able to manage it. And Cloud9, they're just going to take all of enemy's jungle.
Yep, and now the wave gets cleared up. Omega looks like he hasn't taken any damage, almost stopping the back as well. And you can just see the positioning of Omega is so insane. He just takes one tower shot in there, gets right to the outside perimeter of the tower where it would take aggro on him and just instantly recalls.
I really love his build. So I talked about it earlier, right?
All right.
The fact that he didn't go Hog and he didn't go Teleport. He had 2 active slots. Shield of the Underworld is very strong on Hades because he just sits there and it's like, you normally either want to kill him or run away. And if you're trying to kill him, now he's going to reflect damage back. But he goes Blink. One of the biggest weaknesses of Hades is when he goes in,
there's no going out.
There's no going out. But now he can blink in and then use his dash to escape or chase those people who run away from him. That's what's important. He blinks in, someone jumps away, he's going to dash to them, and then they have nothing to get out.
Barracuda, the Fire Giant is not on their backs, but they are still going to look to push down this tier 2. It's a couple auto attacks away from falling after that last siege they had, and down it goes. Now, the big thing about this is One, yeah, they get control of the jungle, but since they have this minion wave pushed all the way up, they have at least a tally on where enemy esports is just because the minions provide vision, which will help them a little bit as soon as the Fire Giant is there, and it looks like that's the call.
Yeah, now's the time. They're sitting with a 13K gold lead. Can we take a look at Golden Hand? Let's see if they've spent it yet. They haven't spent it yet, so that's just straight gold lead there. And Anister's going to look to zone out the support. Chris Pocket's going to dash in. He's going to be forced to ult here.
Yeah, Chris Pocket into the ulti early on. Darkest Nights comes out. Jeff Hindla just makes it easy as Anister will jump away. VDM now trying to chase down Anister. And Jeff Hindla comes in with a Cataclysm, and he will live to see another day. Anister stays alive, and down goes VDM to the hands of Jeff Hindla. Omega gets one, and now Barracuda will just strafe around on the Fire Giant looking for Jerby. He's got to be careful, though.
Jerby's ult's up.
Yeah, Jerby, he's got full health now. Jeff Hindla spots him out. MLC Stealth rotating as well. And he comes. They're looking for the setup here. The blind is going to be good as well. The ultimate hits. Down he goes, Jerby, with a good play, but it's not enough as it is 16-3.
Any trade out of kills right now is in favor of enemy esports, but at that point, I mean, they're still going to lose the Fire Giant. Taking out Stealth was important, but Jerby falls as well, and Omega's just going to defend everyone.
This is what he's best at, man. I don't think there's anyone in the game who's better than Omega at zoning the enemy team out.
I thought you were going to say spam taunting.
Well, that too. I mean, I don't know how you kind of judge that besides, like, personal bias, right?
Chris Pocket
they're getting chased down
here. Omega tanking the tower away, and he's actually going to dash into 3, and he's going to get the Blight off Vedium. Just can't get anything rolling, and he looked very good that last fight, but couldn't find the kills he needed.
And they're trying to chase him down here. They're kind of split up, but luckily he has Suku to jump on its back and ride around ever so elegantly.
Cloud9, they have their advantage, but without Stealth, they don't want to fight into a 4v4 on Phoenix. I think this is a smart decision. Take the lead you just got back, spend it all, Gold Fury's up, come back with 5, push up all 3 lanes, and then force enemy to decide.
And now it's just Farm City, 24,000 experience lead. There's only one level 20.
That's rough. 6 levels, 3 levels, 3 levels, 4 levels.
Look at the player damage from Omega. 17,000.
Oh, that is that is almost double the next highest on his team. That is double the highest on enemy esports.
He's doing triple the damage pretty much of Bologna, who was in lane against him. My God.
Yeah, I mean, Bologna couldn't fight into that lane. That's why
no, that's
Omega
a tough lane.
was able to go those
very
2
tough
actives.
lane. Whew. Cloud9, it's 22 minutes into this one, and they are looking to end this game with the quickness here. Anister just galloping around the mid lane. Gotta love Suku for that.
Do cats gallop? I mean, that's a horse term.
I don't know. I mean, isn't it like a magical panther?
I don't. Sure.
Like from Jungle Book that taught Mowgli how to live.
I love Mowgli.
Phoenix is under attack here. Eagles rally forced out. They're on Anister. And now Barracuda gets the Geb shield. Jeff Hindla all by himself. Stone Gaze, perfect. And now we will see the chain CC. Omega getting the double kill as VDM will pick up a kill of his own. But this Phoenix will fall as Omega still pushes forward, asserting dominance at all costs. As now they will look to possibly end this game. They're determining whether it's better to go for the Phoenix or the Titan. And Omega's out trading VDM here.
Yeah, they're going to play it safe, though. I mean, VDM's 5 levels under him. He was able to find a kill onto Anister, but it was also at the cost of Fly and Ernal's life. They weren't able to use Fear No Evil defensively or offensively at all in the team fight. And Omega is just healing so much. He could take a spill here if he's not careful, but Stealth is here to help him out.
And now he goes right back in. That's an ultimate from Ra hitting. Jerby connects with it. Omega might die here. Nope. Dashes away, looking for help from his teammates. He's screaming at Barracuda to take out Flying Ernal. And now he will live as Jeff Hindla will go. The blink's good. The dash is better. Omega will teleport.
They want to chase this. They need to try and find something.
They got to get a pick.
The question of who they're going to go on. They actually choose Barracuda.
Did you see the max range Geb shield? And now in comes the knockup. It's good. Eagles rally forced out. Barracuda goes down. Enemy Esports looking to turn this one around. Chris Pocket trying to chase down Jeff Hindla. It's not going to happen as now Anister will say, you guys trying to fight my teammates, bro?
Yeah, we see all of enemy back off. They lost. They were to find some kills. They were to chase some people down, but they lost all 3 Phoenixes because Omega was just frontlining, just completely zoning out their team. And now 3 waves of fire minions pushing into their base with Fire Giant spawning here in about 1 minute and 20 seconds.
Whew. It's going to be tough here. So 15 seconds left of this buff that they have, which is really just on Jeff Hinla and Omega. They're probably, they might look to end, but at the same time, I don't see why they wouldn't just wait for the Fire Giant.
Look at it. I know, sorry. Stealth just used all 3 bombs to clear a red camp. That is normally something you would never see, but because he has the max CDR, he's already stacking bombs back up. They're on, I believe, a 12-second cooldown now instead of a 20.
Much faster, to say the least. And he's got the Divine Ruin, which will help him deal with Jerby, who, all things considered, has been playing very, very well throughout this entire game. It's just, you know, the stars haven't aligned for enemy esports at all.
They just, they're fighting Cloud9, who is just so good at team fighting, and enemy just a little, very far behind in it.
Omega is 7-0-6. 0 deaths, 7 kills. As now Annenster is going to push up on the right side. They're going to make sure all the minions are pushed into the base of the Titan. And that'll give them just enough time here. Fire Giant coming up in 8 seconds. And you hear the call. And now this forces enemy esports to stay back and deal with these minions.
They're actually baiting. Look, they want enemy to try and come and fight them, but enemy is not going to try and contest this.
They shouldn't.
No, they shouldn't try and contest it. They would need really Sun Wukong to try and 1v5. Going as a team is certain death, and they recognize that. And just look at it. They can 3-man this out very quickly. Barracuda should have enough lifesteal, and with Geb shields, not going to take too much damage.
Yeah, for sure. And Barracuda doing an excellent job of tanking this Fire Giant here, as he will miss the damage. And now with Fire Giant on him, Omega preemptively already goes up and just saying, hey guys, by the way, we got this.
Omega was there the whole time. I mean, he just wants people to fight him every stance.
It's perfect bait for him. 4 members pushing in the mid. Omega's got the split push on the right. He's going to come around the backside, and they have him accounted for as the far left Phoenix will come up. Ultimate Force, and that is also Shield of the Underworld, I believe, as Chris Pocket now. He's in the middle of 3 members of Cloud9. The counter engage is good. Fear No Evil is going to go. Flying or not, looking for it. Sacred Monkey comes out. B8's already forced out, but down he goes as MLC Stealth is able to clean him up. Annenster is able to pick up a kill, and that's a double kill for MLC Stealth. There's only 2 members alive for enemy esports. Cloud9's looking to end.
Raw Snipe's going to miss, and Omega's going to dash in. Vedium's going to fall before he can get into the fountain, and Cloud9 are going to take game 2 and secure themselves the first spot on the North American standings.
Dude, Cloud9 they are the team to beat for sure.
I mean, this team
is flawless right now.
I would